Just drop a
Good
message.
to Good to go, sir.
Okay. I think we are all live. So a very good evening to all the students, all the FMG aspirants sitting in the January 24 exam. January 24, December 24, January 25 exam. Because we don't know the date yet, but let us assume that the exam of FMG is going to be held in December 24. And very good evening to all of you. And I welcome all the esteemed guests over here. I'm Dr. Sandeep Sharma, the pediatric faculty at DocTutorials, and it is my privilege to honor to welcome Dr. Khalil sir, who is the radiology faculty and a legend in the field of FMG exams. We have Dr. Muhammad Azam sir, the anatomy faculty, and also one of your favorites. And we have the legend himself, Dr. Rajiv Dhawan sir, with us today. So Rajiv sir sharing the nuggets of wisdom. The purpose of this discussion is to share a blueprint with all of you. Many of you who are listening to this video, you might be at doldrums that you are probably attending the classes or preparing at home, but you are thinking, sir, what is the way that we should be taking? So we are here to help you out. At the same time, if you feel that a particular segment of your preparation is lacking, again, we are going to share our nuggets of wisdom with all of you. Before we start with this session, it is important to tell you that many of your seniors who cracked the FMG exam recently, who were DocTutorials aspirants, we invited them to our to Hyderabad, and there was a small felicitation ceremony which held. So I just want to share some nuggets with all of you. So I'm just sharing the screen. So just have a look at the video. There is a reason I'm sharing all this. Thank you so much for Lisa for just seeing this presentation. So the purpose of this presentation is these are the people who have cracked the FMG exam recently. Many of them are your seniors. Probably many of you might be knowing them already. Many of them are people who could not get selected in the previous attempt, but they worked hard on their preparation. They, worked on their deficiencies, and today we are celebrating at DocTutorials their success. So what we all want at DocTutorials is the next time such a session happens at Hyderabad or probably at Delhi or probably at any other place, all of you should be a part of it. So the purpose of telling this is visualize yourself in the same way that these seniors of yours have appeared. With this, we start with the session. And first of all, I invite Dr. Khalil sir to share his wisdom. And for someone, sir, who's targeting the FMG December exam, what are the key points a student should be keeping in mind, sir?
Yeah. Good evening, sir, and good evening, Dhawan sir and Azam sir, and all the students who are listening to me. And it's a great evening, and sir has started on a very positive note, sharing all the success meet, and it was really warm and a great experience to interact with all these students who have completed the journey from being a student to a doctor. So that transition was very, very positive and vibrant that we felt during the meet. And I hope to see much students of ours, coming into this important felicitation programs that we do for all our students. And to begin with, I feel, it's very, very important to look at this exam in a very, very positive way. The thing is, now this is an exam with a no plan B. You have to get this done. And to start with it, instead of being very fearful about it or very panicky about it, I would say go with a very positive mindset, go with a self belief, good things will happen. And go with that mindset. And at the same time, consistent, determined efforts. So, a positive self belief with consistent, determined efforts would get you the results. So, it is important to have that right frame of mind going through. And yes, don't look for shortcuts. Believe in getting your concepts right. Doing shortcuts will get you some previous year questions correct. But if the examiner tilts some of the options, unless you have your core theory built, especially early in the preparation, it is important to see that you build your theory properly so that you don't fall trap to the small deviations that the examiner will do in your PYQs and stuff. So being willing to go through the entire journey in a determined fashion will help clear the exam in the first attempt. And going with a very, very positive belief is important, sir.
Thank you so much, sir, for your words of wisdom. Sir, initially I'll be taking before we go for the specific queries which students have. Some of them have already shared in our chat box. So some of the query I'll be first of all asking the faculty for their opening comments. So over to Azam sir. Mohammad Azam sir, you are one of the favorites of FMGE students. Sir, your views on how a student should be going about the December exam.
Very good evening to all of you. Good evening, Khalil sir. Good evening, Dhawan sir. And good evening to all the students who are actually listening to me right now. Yes, sir. Whenever it comes to FMG exam, I think it's always the preparation for the exam should always begin from the tough things. I believe in that one. Because as a human being, a person is always tempted towards, learning the easy topics. And whatever subjects they like more, they start learning that thing. So what I believe whenever you're starting your preparation is that first of all, try to come out of your comfort zone. And first you try to learn those subjects which are actually difficult. Once you are done with your difficult subjects, then automatically the easy subjects are always easy for you and you can even learn them under pressure. So initially when you are starting your preparation, you are actually having less pressure. And at that time, you can actually learn new subjects or the subjects which you did not learn or those topics which you have did not learn in the last exam when you were appearing for the last exam if you have not cleared that one. So I believe always that you have to always start from the uncomfortable topics and uncomfortable subjects you are in, rather than always getting up in the morning and learning the same thing that you already know you're comfortable with, and by the evening you are making yourself a fool that we have actually learned a lot. So don't be in that pseudo confidence or false confidence in yourself that you have learned something new. So my opening comment in this one will be, yes, all my dear students, please come out of your comfort zone. Starting couple of months, try to learn your difficult subjects. Easy to hamesha hi easy hai. In that way, your preparation will be 100% done. I think that is the first thing that a person should begin with when you're starting for a preparation, sir. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. So Azam sir has shared some really useful comments for you. So next I move over to Rajiv sir. Rajiv sir, there are two types of students who will be sitting in the exam. One, those who will be sitting in the exam for the first time, and second category is those who have done, who appeared previously but did not do well. Sir, how should the preparation be different in both the scenarios, or is it the same thing, just that it needs to be done differently? Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, Sandeep sir, and good evening, everyone. Khalil sir, Azam sir. The people who are appearing in the exam for the second time, third time, fourth time, or whichever time, they must introspect number one. There must be going something wrong with few subjects, and we are revising the same notes again and again, and we are falling short of couple of marks. Till the time we correct that, till the time we fill up that deficiency, we will not be able to bridge the gap. I always say that it's very easy to, say that NB has put that kind of question paper or that kind of question paper. But I'm a person who would like to take the blame on myself. That's what probably my pattern of working is. वो बोलते हैं ना सर कि नाकामियों के बहाने हजारों हैं, पर जिम्मेदारी हमारी भी बनती है। और वो ये टाइम वो है जिम्मेदारी अपनी लेने का और बड़ा ब्रूटली असेस करने का टाइम है कि क्योंकि ये एग्जाम कोई छोटा मोटा एग्जाम नहीं है कि आप देते रहोगे इसको बैठ के। कई बार एक टाइम आता है कि आपको समझना पड़ता है कि कुछ गलत हो रहा है कहीं पे, उसको ठीक करने का टाइम है। हाउ टू करेक्ट दैट? नंबर वन, चूज एन alternate रिसोर्स फॉर द सब्जेक्ट विच यू आर नॉट comfortable with. It's not really, let's call spade a spade. We are not really here, we are talking to doctors, future doctors. You understand. For example, I say X subject is not strong, so let's look around. We have resources available. That's why we are here for to help you out with. Number one. Number two, for both the group, I'd like to talk about this. But people run away from multiple choice questions. They say topic पढ़ लिया, revise हो गया, अगर क्वेश्चन करे और नहीं निकले हमारा दिल टूट जाएगा। मैं ये कहना चाहता हूँ दिल को टूटने दो भाई, टूट के जुड़ेंगे तो सीखेंगे, और टूटने से डरते रहेंगे तो फिर तो बस नदी किनारे बैठे हैं, देख रहे हैं कि शायद एक दिन पार चले जाए, नहीं जा पाएंगे भाई। सॉरी इफ आई एम बीइंग वेरी डायरेक्ट, बट दैट्स द वे we as elder brothers need to guide you. So understand that you have to plunge into it to learn to swim. If you are thinking that I will revise my theory two times, three times, and I'm not comfortable doing multiple choice question from the apps and all that, I think we need to change it. It's high time adopt it from the beginning. Both the groups, the new group also and the repeat group also, multiple choice question are essential. And third thing, before I close down to this initial comments, grand tests are essential part of the preparation. Guys, please understand that there are recipes of success which if one ingredient is missing in that, there'll be serious repercussion of that. You please understand that. So to summarize, choose an alternate resource for the subject you're weak at. Number two, start doing question right from beginning. And number three, don't run from grand test. Over to Sandeep, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Sir has given a very important overview for what has went wrong for some of you and how to correct it. And trust me, all of you, we are not going to do any, so-called marketing here, or we are not going to play to the gallery. What we are going to do is share with you what we feel is essential for all of you and what you should be doing right now. So I'm very happy to let you all know that Dr. Pallavi, our dermatology faculty at DocTutorials, has also joined us here. So Pallavi ma'am,
Thank you, sir.
welcome to this session. And Pallavi ma'am, any opening comments you can share for the FMG students who are targeting the December exam?
Sir, exactly the emotions that you just resonated, that we are here for the welfare, for actually sharing what will work and what more than what we will work is what not to do. I think is also a very important part of the roadmap that they have to follow for the December exam. For those who have already given the exam, the mistakes that should not be repeated. And for the ones who are going to give the exam, the things that they have to do. So I think both parts of the coin are an important step towards their journey to pass this exam. And it is not for promotion, it is not for marketing, it is actually what we feel that we should share with the students. Over to you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So let us move into the more controversial aspects and the more practical aspects of the preparation. See, what I see everywhere is a lot of students are in the habit of, asking me. I get a lot of queries every year. कि sir, मैंने ये कर लिया है. I have read, I have attended a few classes. I have this online platform. Should I sit at home and prepare? And should I at the end join this, so-called magic program, which will make me succeed in the exam? Uh, I have my comments on that, and I will be sharing with them. But I first want my esteemed faculty members to share with me and to tell the students why these so-called shortcut programs not always work, and why the traditional way of working hard, doing all the 19 subjects, practicing PYQs, giving grand test is always the surest way of cracking the exam. Over to Khalil, sir.
Yes, sir. As rightly said, there is no shortcut to success. You have to take the difficult path, and the sooner they learn this, sir, because many new students are attempting this exam. What I have seen is they find it difficult to accept this reality that the study pattern has changed, the study schedule has changed. they think that it is going to be the same rosy and comfortable way of learning in the beginning and all. So the sooner they adapt to it, because the early months are the crucial months, sir. The sooner they decide to a study schedule and plan an active learning, plan a lot of MCQ practice, and they have to go through that topic wise. Each topic go properly subject. If they just go for shortcuts, what will happen is the topics will sound familiar, but if you don't have an in-depth analysis of your topics, when you are solving MCQs, you'll find it very difficult to overcome through the options. So having a proper study schedule, willing to work through the entire theory concepts building, and doing regular active learning of the MCQs will help them to deduct the questions when they are actually solving it. Going for shortcuts, you may find the topic similar, but वो जब options को rule out करना होता है, वो difficult हो जाएगा. And exam is testing in depth, sir. If you look at the questions that have come in, they are not very superficial also. They have to be done in depth, and that is they realize it later. If they try to look for shortcuts, they lose attempt by attempt before realizing that it is not going to work that way. 130 marks, 120 marks are easier. But if you really want to cross and do good, you have to have proper concept building, sir.
Absolutely, sir. Very rightly said by Khalil, sir. There are no shortcuts here. Two things I want to emphasize here. Number one, there are a few students who say कि सर मेरा सीनियर था, उसने बोला कि मैंने शॉर्टकट कोर्स किया और मैं पास हो गया. So should I do the same? I have an analogy here. एक आदमी था, उसने he jumped from the 12th floor और वो survive कर गया. Are you going to jump again? What are the chances you are going to survive? So किसी ने जंप किया और वो सर्वाइव कर गया doesn't mean that you should be doing the same. There is a thing called as probability in life. With maturity you learn that. So इसीलिए the hard treaded tested way is always the safer way to go. और ये आपका एग्जाम है, राजीव सर rightly said, you need to take it very seriously. There is still time, so give proper attention to the exam. And apart from that, there are a few queries regarding the anatomy, biochemistry, physiology part. And people say कि सर प्री पैरा में बहुत दिक्कत आता है. So who better than Azam sir to guide us on that? Azam sir, your view on that, sir.
So first of all, I would like to tell that the problem with the preclinical subjects like anatomy, biochemistry, they are like omitted from the very beginning, because anatomy, biochemistry will be in the very first year, and of course, as we all know, the students will enter into the first year, and in the very first year, they are in no mood to study and all those things. They have a different mindset at that time. And after that, in the next 5-6 years, they don't get time to again revise it back. That is the first thing, that they are totally missing on the basics. And second thing, sir, like if they study the concept properly, anatomy and biochemistry hardly few hours. It's not like very long subject also. If they study the concepts very properly, they will be actually able to score a lot in these subjects. Score a lot, because recently when exam was done, even I got messages from the students that they're like they were able to solve the questions. At the same time, I liked one of the reply from one of the students that, sir, the questions were so direct in the exam that anatomy and biochemistry in fact saved my time. When I solved the question, it was like a direct question. I marked that and went ahead. So that's time which is saved, I was able to utilize in others. So thoda sa agar effort lagao, so anatomy biochem, like it's a very set pattern. There are like specific topics from where the questions will be asked, and you have to like easily study. But saying that, it doesn't mean that you again go back and just do that 2 hours of rapid revision or that 3 hours of rapid revision of anatomy biochem. No. Whatever I'm telling right now, like the concepts are coming there, the questions are coming in the exam, that is based on for those students who are actually attending the complete regular class once. Then only you will understand the concepts very well, sir. I'll actually close my point saying one example to the students. If they understand, that is well and good. Today itself, I was actually teaching them like injury to spinal accessory nerve. Spinal accessory nerve will be supplied to sternocleidomastoid and trapezius. That was an old MCQ, like 4-5 साल पहले directly पूछा जाता था. लेकिन आजकल ऐसे पूछा जा रहा है कि injury to spinal accessory nerve in posterior triangle. अब वहां पर अगर इंजुरी होगी तो कौन सा मसल इन्वॉल्व होगा? That will be only trapezius, not sternocleidomastoid. So there lies the twist nowadays. तो सबने spinal accessory पढ़ा है, सबने sternocleidomastoid पढ़ा है, सबने trapezius पढ़ा है. So that is the problem with the shortcut. अगर आप shortcut में पढ़ोगे तो ये चीजें आपको हेल्प नहीं करेगी. So concept learning is very much important nowadays. As Khalil sir said, the pattern has changed nowadays. You have to follow with the current trend. Otherwise, it is going to be the story of Nokia phone and Samsung phone. कि हमने गलती कुछ नहीं की, लेकिन हमने फिर कुछ नहीं किया, इसीलिए नोकिया पीछे रह गया. तो इसीलिए सर कॉन्सेप्चुअली पढ़ना आजकल बहुत जरूरी है.
Wonderful, wonderful, sir. Azam sir has given a very beautiful analogy. See, you have to move with times. Time के साथ नहीं चलोगे पीछे रह जाओगे. Some of you have asked me before I go to Rajiv sir about the FMG Power Pack. See, at DocTutorials, I told you it will not be a marketing thing, but again, because you asked about it, FMG DocTutorials, there is a FMG Power Pack that we have. There are regular videos. If time permits, all of you can see it. If time does not permit, for those who are watching this video and are in fourth year, you have sufficient time for listening to all the faculty created videos, detailed videos you can look at. More importantly, you get access to the Qbank. DocTutorials Qbank for FMG is the only faculty created Qbank in the country. Let me put it very clearly in capitals. There is no other platform in the country which is faculty created. Keep it in mind that there is no other platform. This is in capitals. That means if there is an anatomy question, it is created by Azam sir. If it is radiology question, it is created and answered and explained by Khalil sir. If it is pediatric question, myself, it is ENT question by Rajiv sir. And if it is derma question, it is by Palvi ma'am. So we are responsible and we take full responsibility for corrections or errors in the questions. What it means is when you solve the question, the faculty is actually teaching you. So please keep it in mind. If you are not following any Qbank or if you are not satisfied with any Qbank, DocTutorials Qbank for FMG is the only Qbank you should be following. I can say it with full confidence because I have confidence in myself, in my team, and also in the product that we are giving to you. Having said that, if you are already satisfied with you, continue with whatever you are doing. At the same time, if you join FMG pack of DocTutorials, you will be getting access to 100 plus mini test. These are mini tests which are topic oriented. So you can keep orienting yourself. You can keep checking your preparation as you are attending your offline classes. You get 5 GTs, out of which 3 GTs have faculty explanations given to you. The only, again, the platform which is giving you faculty explanation for the GTs. And online QRP Live will be released close to the exam, where you will do a quick revision for the exam. All of this are available on the Power Pack. Having said that, again, if you are okay with your preparation, you can continue with that. But if you feel something is lacking, please feel free to contact DocTutorials. We have one of the best faculties here. Over to Rajiv sir. Rajiv sir, a question I want to ask you. A lot of students have a query. Okay, sir, I worked hard. I could not get through last time.
Mhm.
Would following the same things going to help me, or should I change my resources? I've already got 2 messages on this, sir. Sir,
Yeah.
your view.
Absolutely, sir. People who are not able to clear the exam in the last, 1 or 2 attempts, they need to reflect. There must be something, deficient, as I told in the previous, message also, that you need to stick to few subjects which you are strong at. Do not, if you start dismantling everything and now start creating the new notes and the new things for every subject, it would not work. You will not be able to revise that. See, radical things never work, neither this way or not that way. So please understand that. I give you a small example. On Sunday morning, whenever I used to clean my almirah, and my wife used to force me, if I put whole almirah books down, I'll not clean even a single row, and the whole room is messed up in the evening more. Then I learned the art. I'll see which is the most, unkept part of the, almirah. I'll only dismantle that part, clean that part, keep those books in a proper shelf. At least I achieved that, okay, at least something is now better. So we please look at your shelves actually. Which shelf is the weakest shelf or the most messy shelf? Target that. But resource need to be changed. If you don't like to, if you don't understand my ENT, go somewhere else, learn ENT, but pass the exam. The whole purpose is that it's not here we are here to prove that we are the only one who teach. All faculties teach passionately only, but everybody has got a mindset and the approach towards subject, and you might feel comfortable with X or Y or Z faculty. Like I've seen dermatology videos of Pallavi ma'am. Myself, actually, I just keep seeing because the skin is something I like because mucosal lesions are common. So I like Pallavi ma'am's dermatology videos a lot, really a lot actually. Because mucosal oral lesions, whenever I have something to, understand, I go to her videos and really, it's very easy to grasp for me. So similarly, if X resource is not working for you, you can always, look for another resources. Number one, sir. So most important thing, Dr. Khalil sir and Adam sir, and through all of you, I would like to communicate to each and every student, please take an early start. NEET PG is a different ballgame altogether. Tomorrow's NEET PG. When is the next NEET PG? Nobody knows about it. Maybe 9 months, 10 months, 11 months, 12 months. Hypermature baby is being produced actually. You are getting premature babies to deliver. 4.5 months, you can't get a premature baby even actually. So it's not, please don't postpone. No, 1st September onward, I'll become a good boy and a good girl. I'll start studying. Please don't get into the jinx of this, your brain. Every night, your brain gives you one message at 11 p.m. sharp. Let's sleep tonight. Tomorrow I'll become a better person. Tomorrow will never come. Exam will surely come. Please gear up. Gear up right now. Because if you don't get up right now, in November, my mailbox is full of only one message. So no time left for revision. So no time left for revision. Solution is here now. Guys, you know what? That's why I don't like the word motivation, because motivation, you cannot, scold people. But we as elder brothers, and, we need to scold you a little bit. Let's awaken to the reality. Let's not keep on expecting that we can have a leisure time till mid of September. Then suddenly one day we get awakening and enlightenment and start studying. And now everything will be 3 revision are mandatory. Dr. Dhawan saying GT is mandatory. Dr. Sandeep is saying doing MCQs doing mandatory. But where is the time, my dear friend? Time is now. So people, if you want to take one message to to your brain, after this, hearing all this, study for 3-4 hours, then only sleep. Then our purpose is served. Otherwise, सब लोग बोल रहे, हम भी बोल रहे, ये बेकार की बात है. बात वो जो मन तक पहुंचे, और ये बात मन तक पहुंचनी चाहिए कि पढ़ाई जल्दी की शुरू करनी होती है. तो ज्यादा पोस्टपोन नहीं करो. करेंगे, होगा, सोचेंगे तो करेंगे, सोचते हैं कर लेंगे, ऐसे नहीं होता भाई. करने से होता, सोचने से नहीं होता. Whatever rectification you want to do, you already know that. पता क्या होता है कि हम बार बार लोगों से पूछना चाहते हैं, शायद कोई मुझे आसान रास्ता बता दे. और संदीप सर ने साफ शब्दों में बोल दिया, आसान रास्ता तो है नहीं भैया. पढ़ना तो पड़ेगा, जम के पढ़ना पड़ेगा, अच्छे से पढ़ना पड़ेगा. Get ready for that. Sandeep sir. So you're mute, sir. Yeah.
Wonderfully conveyed by Rajiv sir. See, I've known Rajiv sir for almost it's 11.5 years. I was telling sir also. 12 साल हो जाएंगे दिसंबर में. So one thing I've learned from sir is very clear in whatever he says. And sir has said very clearly कि भाई करना तो पड़ेगा. वो मैंने नहीं बोला था, but sir is conveying the same कि भाई करना पड़ेगा, and there are no shortcuts for that. So the sooner you realize it, the better it is. Before I share my own views, I would go on to Pallavi ma'am. Pallavi ma'am, there are a lot of students who are very ambiguous about the short subjects. Dharma, secretary, and FMT probably. कि मैम सर मैम इनको करना है नहीं करना है, क्या इनको छोड़ के काम चल जाएगा. I personally believe every question counts. Ma'am, your take on this. How should a student be pursuing a subject like dermatology, FMG exam?
Sir, this is often a question that I get, that can I skip these subjects? Can I skip that subject? This is something that I tell the students all the time. You are not skipping any subject. There is no negative marking. You have to attempt all the questions. And in order to attempt all the questions, you have to know something about that. So in order to make an informed guess also, आपने एक होता है guess इंकी पिंकी पोंकी मारना, और एक guess होता है informed guess मारना. तो informed guess on the shorter subjects also requires you to have them somewhere in some corner of your mind. वो कैसे आएगा पढ़ाई करके. तो आपने सब्जेक्ट तो कोई भी नहीं छोड़ना. आपको समझ आता है तो जितना पढ़ सकते हो पढ़ लो, नहीं समझ आता तो क्लास अटेंड कर लो, वीडियोस देख लो. लास्ट बट नॉट द लीस्ट, कुछ भी टाइम नहीं है तो रैपिड रिविजन देख लो, बट छोड़ना कोई सब्जेक्ट नहीं है. देयर शुड बी नो सब्जेक्ट दैट शुड बी लेफ्ट. But yes, I would say that this is something we've been saying for years. These short subjects are the most low input, highest yield subjects. So you spend 2 days in studying dermatology in a class, you spend 5 days in revising it, doing the MCQs, 7 days in total, your subject is cooked, ready to serve you full marks in your exam. I would say the same for all the short subjects, because I don't like to say it, but there is nothing new happening in dermatology at the level of FMGs. The questions that have been asked for the last 5 years will now be little turned and twisted, but there will be questions asked from what has been taught to you in your exam. So is the case for all the short subjects. तो जब पता है कि जो पढ़ रहे हैं उसी में से क्वेश्चन आना है तो वो क्यों नहीं पढ़ना, वो पढ़ना है, right? And the beauty is that they have even moved away from image-based questions. If you see the last 2 exams, they're asking more of texts, less of difficult images and more of what you have actually studied. So if you study, you don't even have to be scared of images. If you know your text, your eyes see what your mind knows. So if your mind knows the subject, your eyes can even find it in the image, even if you've not seen the image, and you have your marks right there served to you. So start early. I will say keep the short subjects in your schedule, but keep it for the times when you are bored, intermingled with your long subjects, so that there is no scope for time waste when you're doing long subjects. आपने 4 दिन मेडिसिन पढ़ा, 4 दिन गायनी ऑप्स पढ़ा, बोर हो गए, बीच में 2 दिन एक शॉर्ट सब्जेक्ट डाल लो, 2 दिन में वो खत्म भी हो जाएगा, आपको समझ भी आ जाएगा और फिर आप वापस अपने लॉन्ग सब्जेक्ट पे जा सकते हो. So keep the short subjects. You don't have as much time. You have maybe about 3.5 months remaining. So in these 3.5 months, barring the last 1.5 month for revision, जो ये 2 महीने बचे हैं, salt and pepper की तरह sprinkle कर लो small subjects in between your long ones and study them. Don't miss out on them. And often question that I get is, are the rapid revision videos sufficient for these short subjects? As Azam sir said, they are sufficient for students who have seen the regular videos once. So I would say watch the regular videos once. It will hardly take 1.5 days if you're watching. So take that 1.5 day, max 2 days, watch the regular videos, do your MCQs, attempt the Qbank. Each module of the Qbank matches the video module that you are watching. So you watch the video, gain the knowledge, attempt the Qbank, assess what you have gained. See, एक होता है basic IQ building. वो बेसिक आईक्यू बिल्डिंग कैसी होगी? जैसे आप रेगुलर वीडियोस देखना शुरू करोगे, आपकी आईक्यू इंक्रीज होगी और फिर आप रैपिड विजन देखोगे, आप उसमें से ज्यादा ग्रास्प कर सकते हो. बट अगर आप ये सोचते हो कि आप सीधा रैपिड रिविजन देखोगे और आपको सब समझ आ जाएगा, सब दिमाग में बैठ जाएगा, ऐसा नहीं होता. सो स्टार्ट वॉचिंग रेगुलर वीडियोस, increase your basic IQ, your basic ability to gain knowledge from what the faculty is teaching you. Faculty teaching you is one thing, you gaining from it is another, and you using it to solve MCQs is a completely different ball game. So आपको अपनी ये कला, ये art, better करना है. So solve as many MCQs as you can, attempt the Qbanks and master your ability to get the questions correct. I tell this to everyone, doing MCQs is an art. Studying is not proportional to getting the MCQs correct. So basic endpoint है MCQs correct आना, उसके लिए पढ़ाई अच्छे से करो, question bank attempt करो और वापस आके वो पढ़ो जो नहीं आता. Do this for as many subjects as you can. Last में जो time बचता है उसमें जितना आप रिवाइज कर सकते हो रिवाइज करो. बट एज यू आर स्टडिंग, एक एंड पॉइंट बना लो कि इस एंड पॉइंट तक मैं जितनी पढ़ाई कर सकता हूँ, कर सकती हूँ, करना है. उसके बाद मुझे रिवीजन स्टार्ट करनी है. जो रह गया वो रिवीजन में आ गया, ठीक है, नहीं आया आगे बढ़ो. डोंट spend a lot of time on one subject is what I would want to say. And of course, everything that you've all said is the Guru Mantra, which has to be taken back.
Very rightly said by Pallavi ma'am. Few things ma'am what said. When I was a student, it has been almost 10 years now, but I think rules remain the same. When you are reading, when you are preparing, read for the bigger subjects. In between, incorporate the shorter subjects, and you will have much better visibility, much better retention of the subjects. Break me milega, and you will be able to do that as well. Intermittently, I'm also getting some messages. Some students are asking, sir, when will exam happen? भाई एग्जाम कब होगा हमें नहीं पता, एनबी के बारे में कोई नहीं जान सकता है, एस्ट्रोलॉजर्स आल्सो कैन नॉट नो अबाउट इट. सो लेट अस कीप इन माइंड कि एग्जाम इज गोइंग टू बी हेल्ड इन दिसंबर एंड प्रिपेयर अकॉर्डिंग टू दिसंबर. If exam gets delayed by a few weeks, you get bonus time for preparation, right? So, but keep in mind कि मानकर चलते हैं कि फर्स्ट और सेकंड वीक ऑफ दिसंबर में एग्जाम होगा. लेट अस कीप द प्रिपरेशन अकॉर्डिंगली. सेकंड थिंग, लॉट ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स आर आस्किंग कि सर अभी मुझे जस्ट मैसेज आया है कि सर क्या डॉक्टर ट्यूटोरियल ज्वाइन करने से, आई डोंट नो वेदर यू कैन सी इट और नॉट, डॉक्टर ट्यूटोरियल ज्वाइन करने से क्या सिलेक्शन हो जाएगा. Let me put it very clearly. Just because you are listening to this discussion on Dr. Tutorial does not mean कि मैं बोलूं कि भाई डॉक्टर ट्यूटोरियल कर लोगे तो सिलेक्शन हो जाएगा. नो, लेट मी पुट इट वेरी क्लियरली. सिलेक्शन होगा आपके हार्डवर्क से, सिलेक्शन होगा आपके स्मार्ट वर्क से, सिलेक्शन होगा आपके मल्टीपल रिवीजन से. इंस्टीट्यूट सेकेंडरी होता है. अगर आपको लगता है कि इंस्टीट्यूट इंपॉर्टेंट है, आई एम वेरी ऑनेस्टली सेइंग इट वेरी क्लियरली टू यू, डॉक्टर ट्यूटोरियल इज द बेस्ट. बट एट द सेम टाइम अगर आपको लगता है कि आपका जो इंस्टीट्यूट फॉलो कर रहे हो, अगर उसको अच्छे से कर लोगे, यू विल गेट सिलेक्टेड. द ओनली कैच इज be honest with yourself and prepare properly. Finish the syllabus by October end and do as many revisions as possible. Give grand tests in between, and in PYQ your success rate, your score rate should be 90% plus. If you are in that zone, you will get selected, no doubt about it. राइट. सो आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू से कि देखो चीन टपाक डमडम से भी सिलेक्शन नहीं होगा और सिर्फ डॉक्टर ट्यूटोरियल ज्वाइन करने से भी सिलेक्शन नहीं होगा. यस, वी आर देयर टू हेल्प यू आउट, बट अगेन इंस्टीट्यूट इज सेकेंडरी, योर प्रिपरेशन इज प्राइमरी. सो आई विल नॉट से व्हाट मेनी इंस्टीट्यूट्स क्लेम किया हमें ज्वाइन करोगे तो ही सिलेक्शन होगा. नहीं, आप अपने लेवल पे भी कर सकते हो. बट व्हाट इज इंपॉर्टेंट इज इफ यू नीड गाइडेंस, इफ यू नीड हेल्प, Qbank is there, the complete power pack is there at the same time. All the faculty are there. और सपोज आपने डॉक्टर ट्यूटोरियल नहीं ज्वाइन किया, स्टिल वी आर ऑल देयर टू हेल्प यू आउट. व्हाट वी वांट इज कि एफएमजी में जो पेंडिंग 20% चल रहा है ना, 80% पास हो रहे हैं, दैट शुड नॉट बी देयर, राइट? सो इट इज योर ड्यूटी टू मेक श्योर कि ये इस बार 50% प्लस जाए, एंड इट इज डूएबल. It is all up to you. So let me move on to Khalil sir. Khalil sir, there is a specific query for you, which I have got on my phone also. Ki sir, I have joined Arise. Sir, what they are saying? कि सर Arise join किया है, लेकिन मेरे पास क्लास के बाद 2 दिन का ब्रेक बचता है before I start revising. So there are many students who have joined offline and they are targeting the exam. How should they incorporate the online preparation along with offline? Sir, you are the best person to advise in that.
Yeah. Yes, sir. I honestly feel, sir, preparation के साथ साथ self assessment is a crucial part of the preparation. जो भी knowledge आप gain करते हो class में attend करने के या फिर अपने offline sessions के बाद, उसका assessment is a crucial part of the preparation. And for assessment, what better than having a topic-wise video discussions of the questions which Doctorals has it. So there are a lot of topic-wise MCQs that are being given, right? There are almost 100 plus mini tests to keep you on a daily routine. 5 grand tests aane wale, right? And we have, so many students, even in this faculty meet that had happened, felicitation meet that has happened with the pass out students. They were so appreciative about the GT with video discussions at Doctorals. I think having that kind of self-assessment is crucial for your preparation. सिर्फ आप क्लास करोगे और उसके बाद में वो assessment नहीं मिस करते जाओगे, तो I think that will be somewhere lacking. So it's very, very important to keep your MCQ practice on top of the game and topic wise karo. Initial part of the preparation mein topic wise MCQs karo, and towards the end you can always, Doctoral has always been there for the online live QRP sessions. Hum log every exam se pehle karte hain, right? We see that all the faculties, they provide a crisp revision material for the students and a cumulative effort कि आप अपने थियरी को बिल्ड कर रहे हो, अपने सेशंस रेगुलरली अटेंड कर रहे हो, देन अपना असेसमेंट, अपना क्वेश्चन प्रैक्टिस भी बढ़ा रहे हो और जीटी प्रैक्टिस कर रहे हो. सो आई थिंक दैट्स अ स्टैंडर्ड थिंग दैट स्टूडेंट्स शुड यूज इट एंड दे कैन इजीली इनकॉर्पोरेट इट. जितना सेल्फ असेसमेंट करेंगे उतना लेस चांसेस ऑन द डे ऑफ एग्जाम.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yes, sir.
For the wonderful input. Azam sir, your views on this. A lot of students they are having doubts कि क्या मैं कर पाऊंगा, पहली बार नहीं हुआ. Sir, your view on that.
Sir, first of all, I would like to tell that most of the FMGs, what I've observed out of my experience is that, in most of the FMGs, there is one thing that we say as, जैसे हम हिंदी में कहते हैं कि भेड़ चाल कहते हैं, है ना, हर्ड मेंटालिटी जिसे हम कहते हैं. तो that is what is I am observing very very common among the FMGs. Okay, I'm extremely sorry if I'm like sounding very blunt, लेकिन ये है, this is there. Because what I have observed in many of the students is that they blindly follow whatever their seniors are telling them. So normally there is a terminology in FMGs that भैया ने ये कह दिया, दीदी ने ये कह दिया, तो खत्म है, that's all fine. And now some senior does not clear for 2 times or 3 times, and he says to the junior who has just first come here, back to India, like whichever city he is preparing in. जैसे ही वापस आते हैं उसका सीनियर बताता है कि यार मेरा तो 2 बार क्लियर नहीं हुआ. एंड दिस पर्सन like mentally prepares himself that अच्छा भैया का तो 2 बार नहीं हुआ तो मेरा तो 3 बार नहीं होगा, खत्म. That is the end of the game. You are gone there. So the question that you have asked me, sir, कि most of the students are telling that हमारा नहीं हुआ तो हम क्या करें? First of all, whatever plan all the faculties might be giving you, the plan works only if your mindset is ready, if you are willing to clear the exam. So that willingness is important. पहले ना willingness ही नहीं है यहाँ पर ना, बहुत सारे students are not able to understand themselves कि yes, if you people have not cleared the exam for like 2 times, 3 times or 4 times, I am going to clear the exam in the very first attempt. That should be the attitude first of all. तो वो mindset पहले change करो, उसके बाद में हम जो भी plan बताएंगे वो काम आएगा. वरना whatever X, Y, Z plan we keep on giving you, it's all going to be waste until unless your mindset is not there to clear the exam. जब आप ही एग्जाम क्लियर करने के लिए तैयार नहीं हो तो whatever we serve on the plate is not going to help you. So that is my take on that one, sir. So students who are saying that they're not able to clear the exam or they're stuck somewhere, first mindset has to be cleared. That herd mentality has to be cleared.
Beautifully said, sir. देखो, this is something which I say in my class also, और आदम sir doesn't attend my class, but sir said it very clearly कि भाई जो लड़ाई होती है वो यहाँ लड़ी जाती है पहले, उसके बाद एग्जाम में लड़ी जाती है. सो इट इज ऑल इन योर माइंड. फर्स्ट यू नीड टू कम आउट ऑफ द हर्ड मेंटेलिटी. भीड़ के साथ चलेंगे तो भीड़ ही बनेंगे और भीड़ ही जिएंगे. शेर बनना है तो भीड़ से बाहर निकलना पड़ेगा. You have to come out of the herd mentality, see what is good for you, and then adapt according to your preparation level, right? So Azam sir has very succinctly said that. So I move over to Pallavi ma'am. I'll come to Rajiv sir in the end because I know all of you are waiting for Rajiv sir's closing comments. So Pallavi ma'am, any last minute suggestions you would like to give? Obviously we'll be coming live again in a few weeks from now for all the people, all the FMG students to see whether they are on their track or not. Ma'am, suggestions 1, 2, 3 you would like to give to people?
Sir, for all the students who are still studying in MBBS and watching this video, I will say start early, start during your MBBS. Prepare as early as you can. That is the best time to form concepts. For the ones who are studying for the exam in December, do not waste a single day. Every day counts, and read in such a way that you actually understand. सिर्फ बुक खत्म करने के लिए, सब्जेक्ट खत्म करने के लिए पढ़ाई मत करो. आप समझने की कोशिश करो. आप एक सब्जेक्ट भी अच्छे से समझोगे ना, आपका जो कॉन्फिडेंस है वो अगले सब्जेक्ट में भी ज्यादा होगा. आप इस सब्जेक्ट को अच्छे से नहीं पढ़ोगे जो करंटली पढ़ रहे हो, आप अगले में भी कुछ कम लेवल पे रहोगे. So whatever subject is there in your schedule, read it to the best of your ability. See, has been said by all of the people sitting in front of you, be honest to yourself. When we say give it your best, it means you have to give it your best. You don't have to have a half-baked cake. So every day that you are studying, give it your best. Sari friendships, फोन्स, मूवीज, मॉल्स, सब कुछ दिसंबर के बाद भी एंजॉय कर सकते हो. गिव इट ऑल दैट यू हैव इन दीज 4 months. जो सब्जेक्ट आपके शेड्यूल में रह जाए उसके लिए बाद में कुछ फ्री डेज रखो, बट मूव एज पर योर शेड्यूल. देयर शुड बी नो लैग. एज यू आर फिनिशिंग अ सब्जेक्ट, फिनिश द MCQs along with it, क्योंकि जब तक आपने MCQs नहीं करे आपका वो सब्जेक्ट कंप्लीट नहीं हुआ. एंड at the end, maybe watch a rapid revision video, maybe watch it at 2x, but just revise the whole subject in the end. before you move to the next one. That is all I will want to say. Be honest to yourself. If you can say at the end of the day that you have given it your best, means you have given it. You are not going to say it to tell it to anyone around you. And Aj bhi sir, actually, I have seen 3 patients who have 2 of them recently cleared the FMG exam this July, and one was in second year studying for the upcoming FMG exam. So what I told her, this was this patient I saw in the evening, Megha. So I told her, I have a habit of chatting to patients who are doctor students, MBBS students. So I told her exactly what Azam sir just said, कि अपनी जो कंपनी बनाओ ना, वो कंपनी सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट होती है. उन सीनियर्स की मत सुनो जो तुम्हें बोलें कि बिना पढ़े निकल जाएगा या शॉर्टकट से निकल जाएगा, और उनको मत देखो जिनका आपको लगता है कि आप फॉलो करोगे आपको फायदा नहीं होगा. आप अपनी कंपनी, अपना ग्रुप ही ऐसा रखो जो के आपको मोटिवेट करेगा, जो आपको पॉजिटिव वाइब्स देगा. सो दिस इज व्हाट आई वांट टू टेल यू ऑल्सो. डोंट surround yourself with negativity. Don't surround yourself with people who say कि नहीं हो ही नहीं सकता. Surround yourself with people जो कहते हैं कि पढ़ो हो जाएगा. उनके पास भी मत जाओ जो बोलेंगे बिना पढ़े हो जाएगा. Go to them who say कि पढ़ के हो जाएगा. So just study as much as is possible for you. That is what I will say. You have to give it your best.
Thank you
So
so much,
that's
ma'am.
all I want to say.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Finally, I come to your favorite, Rajiv sir. Rajiv sir, before you share the parting comments, 2 चीजें सर. पहला चीज, बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स के मैसेज आए हैं कि सर, आई हैव ओपन माय लैपटॉप आल्सो ऑन द साइट, कि सर मैंने बहुत ट्राई किया बट सिलेक्शन नहीं हुआ. एनी सजेशंस फॉर मी? एंड सेकेंडली सर, कि टाइम नहीं बच रहा है क्लासेस के बाद, कैसे करूं? तो सर ये इसमें से एक में तो आपका नाम भी लिखा हुआ है. प्लीज आस्क राजीव सर. सर योर कमेंट.
ओके. चलो भाई, रोड मैप की बात कर रहे थे हम लोग की. रोड मैप क्या है ना, तो
यस सर.
थोड़ा सा उसको डिफाइन कर लेते हैं. फॉर द ग्रुप हु इज डूइंग ऑफलाइन क्लासेस, लाइक राइस में बहुत सारे बच्चे बात करते हैं मेरे से भी कि सर टाइम कम पड़ता है क्योंकि क्लास होती है 7 बजे 8 बजे. इट फिनिशेस अराउंड दैट टाइम. एंड only one thing I have to ask you, all those people who cleared the exam have cleared the exam in this format only. Number of hours is limited for everyone. It's not variable. You know, understand that. So in between classes, whichever day you get off, that's the most critical day. But on that day, we'd like to sleep more. We like to eat more. We like to chat more. And then next day we regret. And then again we say we don't have time. Why? You know, you must have felt one thing today. Maybe Azam sir, Khalil sir, Sandeep sir, or me. The message is little more harsher today, more clearer today. Why? The core of each one of us is that may you all pass the exam in the December 2024. Please understand that. In that spirit only, with that much, attachment to you, we are giving all those suggestions coming to our mind in a very open manner. But what happens is, whenever such kind of, webinars are done, it is a study also, very interesting study, I would say. Out of 100, only 1% get benefited. But my request to all of you is, please make it 10% at least. You know what? Sandeep sir randomly said one thing, which is my dream actually, that this passing percentage of FMG should cross 50%. Yes. Why we cannot achieve that? There is a limiting factor over there. If it's our side, we want to take and we want to correct that. But if it's your side, you should also do that. For how long you want to keep running away from biochemistry? Tell me. For how many times you want to say, sir, medicine is very difficult subject? कब तक ऐसे चलेगा भाई? नहीं चल सकता, ये नहीं चल रहा है, और हम चमत्कार की उम्मीद कर रहे हैं कि एक ना एक बार हमारा ऐसे चलते चलते सीनियर का हो गया, हमारा भी हो जाएगा. नहीं हो रहा भाई, बात समझ लो. इफ यू थिंक मेडिसिन इज अ बिग सब्जेक्ट, मैंने कभी भी मेडिसिन का सब्जेक्ट माना ही नहीं. एक मेरे लिए हमेशा, अगर 19 सब्जेक्ट डील कर सकते हो 22 भी कर सकते हैं ना भाई. सीवीएस एक सब्जेक्ट, सीएनएस दूसरा सब्जेक्ट, रूमैट और नेफ्रो तीसरा सब्जेक्ट, और एंडोक्राइन रेस्पिरेटरी चौथा सब्जेक्ट है. व्हाई एंडोक्राइन रेस्पिरेटरी? बिकॉज फिजियोलॉजी कवर्स दैट. why to really make this phobia कि भाई pharma मुझे बहुत tough लगती? Why can't we really break that into different part and make one part stronger? So what is the roadmap now? For the people who are appearing in this exam in the second, third, fourth, fifth, 15th October is the cutoff. Let's finish whatever you want to do till 15th October. Some subject you do from the same resource. Some you can adopt another resource. DocTutorials is a very progressive organization. As Sandeep sir said that we have got the power pack. When we approach the admins to create a possibility of make your own plan, MYOP. For example, you pediatric, you did not study from Sandeep sir, but you think my pediatric question are not solving properly. But you think that no, I have got other resources with me. So we create a flexibility over there that you can opt for that plan also. In case, you are not really, like sure about this thing. So idea is about the platform being progressive over here. Why we created the faculty check created Qbank was to make sure that the Qbank makes you more confident, not more confused actually. But resources have to be looked into. Just scan them up and utilize them. 15th October, finish everything. If you are doing self-study, please make sure you divide to 3 parts. Morning part for a tough subject like CVS. Evening part, revise easy subject for you. Maybe ophthalmology is easy for you. At night, 3 hour, do multiple choice question only. MCQ based revision of dermatology would be giving you confidence for dermatology also. But look at the 3 parts of a day. One part, morning part, you divide for tougher one. Evening part, you revise the like ophthalmology, and night part, you did dermatology revision on the MCQ basis actually. So you can create a lot of possibility. Like you can create, custom modules. You can do, like 50-50 question block and, see the explanation all together once. But 15th October, please make it cut off for you. For the first time people, 13th October is generally cut off from all offline institutes. And then the QRP program from us also start over here. In Doc also doing QRP live program for the revision for all subjects. From 1st November onward, post Diwali, you can start doing that with us. And, in that GT will also happen. And a lot of students this time told in a lot of YouTube interviews also, you can see that my GT score of Doc GT was exactly similar to what I finally scored on the exam day, which is actually for us also, it's like a positive reinforcement that we are on the right path. And we are ready to take feedbacks and correct whichever thing you think will be adding on to your, preparation. But in between classes, whenever you get time, you have to make sure you utilize that particular day studying at least 10-11 hours, because that day we want to relax. That is creating the problem. And 7 o'clock generally most of the classes finish 7:30. After that, learn the art of faster revision. Dr. Sandeep said a lot of people are taking a lot of time to revise something. और मैंने एक चीज बड़ी क्लियरली देखी है, आप चाहे स्लो पढ़ो चाहे फास्ट पढ़ो, भूलते उसी स्पीड पे हो आप. जितनी बार मर्जी पढ़ लो, स्लो पढ़ लो या फास्ट पढ़ लो, भूलने की स्पीड एक ही जैसी रहती है. My dear friends, multiple quick focus revisions are much better than single exhaustive revision. I repeat, multiple focused but quick revisions are much, much better than single exhaustive revision. You have done pathology day long, understand takes time. I understand long classes, I take time. 2 घंटे बैठ के see the concept one more time. थोड़ा स्ट्रेच करना पड़ता है. Everybody sitting on front of you, जो भी अभी स्क्रीन पर दिख रहे लोग, इन्होंने अपने आप को सेक्रीफाइस किया टाइम को, स्ट्रेच किया टाइम को, तभी कुछ करके लाइफ में कुछ कर पाए. करना पड़ता है, ऐसा कंप्लेन करने से नहीं होता. लेकिन हाँ, कुछ दिन आपका फिजियोलॉजिकली यू डोंट फील नाइस, वी अंडरस्टैंड दैट. बट डे खत्म होने के बाद घर जाके नहा के स्टार्ट स्टडिंग अगेन इज बेटर. नहीं तो पाइल अप हो जाता है. बट आई कैन टेल यू वन थिंग, all those people who passed the exam also, they were also having the same constraints of time. But eventually, they understood that they have to do the faster focused revision. And then when November comes on the multiple choice question, quick revision program, they're able to see one more time. And finally, the last week before the examination. But keep December mid as the exam date as of now. If we get extra time, we'll definitely do one more revision at that particular time. Sandeep sir, over to you.
Thank you, sir. Sir has very nicely summarized everything. Before I go on to my fellow faculties for the last comments, I just want to emphasize one thing here. All of you who are listening to this video, I want to put it a few things very clearly here. Many of you who know me personally know that I put the things in right perspective, irrespective of whatever coaching institute I'm talking about. So let me put it very clearly. If you are preparing for online and if you feel that you need an online help or you need a Qbank, my dear friends, join DocTutorials without any doubt because we have the only Qbank created by faculty. It can't get better than this. If you feel that you are okay with it, continue with that. But if you are not satisfied with it, continue with DocTutorials Qbank. I take personal responsibility because I know my fellow faculty who are the best in the country, right? उससे better नहीं हो सकता है. उसके अलावा अगर if you think that you have remembered a answer and it is contrary to what you have remembered in DocTutorials, आपने गलत आंसर याद किया है. My dear friends, उसको correct कर दो. One thing. Second thing, if it comes to offline, yes, if you have joined a Rise Medical Academy, that is the best place to do your offline coaching. Khalil sir is here with us. But at the same time, if you are preparing, sitting at your home, you should definitely consider DocTutorials. Third thing, शॉर्टकट लेने से अगर सिलेक्शन हो जाता 20% सक्सेस रेट नहीं होता. 20% सक्सेस रेट मीन्स 80%, 5 में से 4 लोग सिलेक्ट नहीं हो रहे हैं. कीप दिस इन योर माइंड. Shortcut works for people who are either very smart or people who have prepared already and they are not telling it to you. So for the vast majority of us, vast part of my life, I have been a hard working student, not a very smart student, and I know कि हार्ड वर्क करने से काम बनता है. तो इसलिए मेरे भाइयों और बहनों, प्लीज टेक द यूजुअल वे एंड डोंट फॉल प्रे टू शॉर्टकट्स. शॉर्टकट करेंगे, रैपिड रिवीजन और ये सारी चीजें करेंगे, क्यूआरपी करेंगे, बट वंस October 15 सेट्स इन, एज राजीव सर सेड, राइट आफ्टर दैट. And third and last thing before I move on to the next faculty, believe in yourself. आसान नहीं है. आसान होता तो सबके लिए होता, but it is tough and it is totally going to be worth it. And irrespective of the platform, I don't say that DocTutorials is the best platform, but yes, we have the best faculty. And if you need any assistance from any of us individually or as a team member, we are there to help you out. So Rajiv, Khalil sir, first of all, sir, your parting comments to any of you.
Yeah, sir. I think for all the students, it is important to stay organized with your study schedule. If you want to finish all the subjects on time, आपके पास एक timeline, एक fixed timeline होना है कि मैं इतने दिन में subjects complete करूँगा, यहाँ से मैं test and discussion and revision start करूँगा, and that will help you, clear all the subjects in time. Other things, if the training is hard, the exam will be easy. If your training itself is easy, the exam will be hard. So see that in your training, you put in all the efforts from your side to see that whatever hard work करना है वो अभी करेंगे, exam के दिन आपको आसान लगेगा, right? So that is one final message from my side, sir. See that you are training hard enough.
आजम सर, सर दो चीजें हैं आपके लिए. One is parting comment, and second, one student messaged me just now. I can wish I could show it to you. He is asking कि सर फोटो किससे खिंचवाते हैं? सर
अरे यार, नहीं ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. Like I think all the faculties will agree on this one. We are all like travelers in our personal life. We are traveling a lot. Every like few days, like 4-5 days, we are from one place to other place. So yes, of course, as we travel, we get some of the other person whom we request. Most of the time, it will be like the students only. The students were actually helping us, so they will be clicking the things. So that is the thing. And apart from that, yes, in the closing thing, I just want to tell all the students, as I told you, like please avoid the herd mentality, and you will find the difference I'm telling you. So please try to develop the attitude that if the others are not able to do that, yes, I will be able to do it. I'm going to do that. That should be the first thing. The first thing. And then apart from that, any other plan that you follow, that will obviously help us. And second thing, always try to sit down and write on a white paper all the 19 subjects and try to see your own strength and weaknesses without being biased and partial to yourself and without any opinion of others in that one. मैं बहुत आपको क्लियरली बता रहा हूँ, 19 सब्जेक्ट सारे लिखिए और उसमें अपने आप से भी बड़ा पार्शियल मत हो जाइए, बड़ा क्लियरली उस पर लिखिए कि मुझे इसमें दिक्कत है तो दिक्कत है, आई एम गोइंग टू वर्क ऑन दैट वन. एंड सेकेंड थिंग इज दैट डोंट टेक ओपिनियन ऑफ एनी अदर पीपल, बिकॉज हो सकता है कि सर्जरी आपके लिए बड़ा आसान हो और वही सर्जरी दूसरे के लिए डिफिकल्ट हो. एट द सेम टाइम हो सकता है कि आपके लिए मतलब पीडियाट्रिक्स बड़ी मतलब डिफिकल्ट हो, दूसरे के लिए आसान हो. तो एवरी इंडिविजुअल पर्सन इज डिफरेंट, एवरी इंडिविजुअल पर्सन हैज देयर ओन strengths and weaknesses. So do your own analysis and follow that plan. I would say that one. Please don't get into the trap कि suddenly एक दोस्त भागते आपके रूम को आ रहा है और सडनली बता रहा है कि यार देखा तुमने पीएसएम बहुत डिफिकल्ट है. भाई आप उनको बताओ कि रहने दो, ओके पीएसएम आपके लिए डिफिकल्ट होगा लेकिन मैं कर लूंगा 4 दिन में. So that should be your attitude. Please don't fall into the trap or prey of others' opinion to life. अपनी लाइफ दूसरों के ओपिनियन से नहीं चलती है. It's not going to happen. So try to find out your own strengths and weaknesses. That is what I'm trying to tell you. Apart from subjects, even during your preparation also, I've seen many of the students के ना like वो दोस्तों में से होता है कि like some other friend is actually studying. अरे वो तो रात को 2 बजे तक बैठ के पढ़ रहा है. अरे यार वो तो सुबह 4 बजे उठ गया वो पढ़ने के लिए. We don't have to fall into the trap. अपने को पता होना चाहिए कि am I an early morning person or a late night person, वो clear होना चाहिए. तो it should be like that. It's not necessary that कि आप भी सुबह 4 बजे उठ के पढ़ो और पता चला एक पन्ना भी complete नहीं हुआ है. You're not even completed 1 page in the morning. So better try to find out your own strength in subjects as well as in the common things, regular things. That is going to give you the result. And then you follow the plan that will actually be value added for you. So that is the thing which I would like to tell at the end for all the students, which I'm observing nowadays among the students. Thank you, sir.
Beautifully put up, sir. Azam sir has put it very beautifully. It is related to something what he told me a few weeks back also, कि भाई जिंदगी में भेड़ नहीं बनना है, ठीक है, इंसान बनना है. भेड़ बनोगे तो कीमा बनेगा या तुम्हारा खाल उतार के किसी का स्वेटर बनेगा. तो इंसान बनना है. इंसान बनोगे, अपने तरीके से पढ़ोगे, अपने तरीके से जीतोगे, तो यू विल गेट थ्रू इन लाइफ. सो courtesy Azam sir. So moving on to Pallavi ma'am. Pallavi ma'am, your last parting comments.
So very briefly, I'll put it. Point number 1, do all 19 subjects. Do not miss out on any subject. Point number 2, as you finish a subject in your schedule, there should be enough time to practice MCQs. Your subject is not finished until you have done the MCQs from that subject. Point number 3, जो बचता है 15th अक्टूबर के बाद आपके पास 2 months हैं 15 दिसंबर तक, बीच में 2-3 दिन इधर उधर रखो to finish what is remaining, but majorly 80% of your stuff should be finished by 15th October. Thirdly, MCQs एक कट ऑफ होना चाहिए दिमाग में that 100 MCQs, 200 MCQs I have to do daily. If you are able to practice 200 MCQs every day for the next 120 days, imagine how easy it would be to just do about 300 MCQs in one day of the exam. So tune your mind, make your mind used to solving MCQs. जो आता है MCQ वो आपको आता है, आपको अपने दिमाग को बनाना है ऐसा कि जो नहीं आता उसका आंसर आप कैसे सोचो. सब सब्जेक्ट्स को सिंक में पढ़ो. ऐसा नहीं है कि माइक्रो पढ़ रहे हो तो उसकी डर्मा भूल जाओ, मेडिसिन पढ़ रहे हो तो उसकी पैथ भूल जाओ. व्हेनेवर यू आर रीडिंग अ सब्जेक्ट, कुछ पुराना याद आता है उसको साथ में रिवाइज करो. जितने साइनेप्सेस दिमाग में बनेंगे उतना आपको ज्यादा retain होगा. So just try to integrate the subjects as you are reading them. Do the MCQs, do GTs. जब एक सब्जेक्ट आइसोलेशन में पढ़ते हैं वर्सेस 19 सब्जेक्ट्स के क्वेश्चन इकट्ठे अटेम्प्ट करते हैं एग्जाम सिनेरियो में, तो वो जो प्रैक्टिस होती है वो कहीं और आपको नहीं मिलती. सो डू द GTs, do the MCQs, bookmark the important points, and you will be all set for your exams. कुछ ज्यादा नहीं करना है, बस बैठ के पढ़ना है. सिंपल है, कुछ नहीं करना आपको बस बैठ के पढ़ना है. एंड ये 3 महीने और पढ़ लो, 4 महीने और पढ़ लो ताकि दोबारा ये सब ना पढ़ना पड़े। बस उस दिन की खुशी के लिए पढ़ लो जिस दिन आपका रिजल्ट पास आ जाएगा। उस खुशी को इमेजिन कर लो, उसको विजुअलाइज कर लो और उसके लिए ये 4 महीने पढ़ लो। एज सिंपल एज दैट। That's all.
Very nicely put up, ma'am. Finally. Rajiv sir, before you give your parting comments, two more queries I have. Sir, please tell the order in which I have to complete all 90 subjects. I have not yet started. One query. Second, कि सर पहले पीवाईटी करूं और फिर रिवीजन पे जाऊं या पहले रिवीजन करूं और फिर पीवाईटी पे जाऊं? It's sir, repeat the topic. Two queries and then the final comment, sir. Rajiv sir.
The sequence cannot be same for everyone. Maybe you are good at an anatomy, but not good in pharmacology. So as the Rajan sir rightly said that we are always running away from the tougher subject. I like anatomy. I keep like doing anatomy. A lot of people say, sir, we start from ENT always. I said, why you keep starting from ENT always? Like please look into biochemistry, please look into pharmacology. So number one, as
PSM
I
also.
always,
PSM also.
yeah, they will always be running away from that. Please write top 5 weakest subject for you. Start from them. Yes, I'm telling you a shade of that. In the evening, do a little easy subject for you for revision. Morning for tougher subject. Something which you have been detesting, running away, do that. Post lunch, after some rest, do some subject which you want to revise, which is easy for you. Evening, as Pallavi said that, you can make 3 custom module of 50-50 question blocks, 50 block, solve every day 3 blocks, such 50-50 question. People are doing self-study. With offline classes, it's not possible to do like that. But everyone who is doing self-study with our online resource, they can always use this one. And secondly, PYT and all that. Guys, in the Qbank, we have incorporated all the PYQs also, and there's separate PYQ videos also. You can do that. Mix and match is always a good idea. I would say read the theory faster, quicker, focused, do the MCQ, and do the MCQ-based retrospective review of the same notes one more time. There will be one more layer over there. Rather than investing 8 hours to do dermatology, why can't we do like that 4.5 hour, 5 hour, you have an overview of dermatology for revision purpose? I'm saying that. If you've done the dermatology already. After that, 3-4 hours, you do MCQs of dermatology, 50 block, 3 blocks, and see the notes one more time. You get the perspective how the questions are being asked. Secondary hemorrhage is due to, after tonsillectomy, is due to infection. Treatment is intravenous antibiotics. Age-old things. They're not asking like this now. Question is what? Question is coming from the stories discussed in the class and the videos over there. The child was given, biryani after the surgery. Only thing was, this time examiner said, mother gave chips to the child after tonsillectomy. The mild bleeding started after a few days. So guys, reading the notes only, secondary hemorrhage after 24-hour IV antibiotic would not solve the question. Reading the theory, going to the MCQ bank, like doctor is open, there's a Q question over there. I changed biryani to chips. I changed to nachos. Actually, only that thing I did that. I gave nachos to the child actually. So when you go back to secondary hemorrhage notes again, oh my God, oh, that's why. Okay, that's how. Now you know it. Adenoid hypertrophy has got conductive hearing loss. Question is not coming like that. Question is coming like that what? Mouth breathing child, mother is complaining. He keeps that television volume high while watching his favorite cartoon actually. Can you imagine what type of question there? Do you think this cartoon thing can be imagined? Just doing theory? No. Do the theory faster, quicker, go to the MCQ. That's why we invested so heavily into improving the Qbank. Reason was this only, to bring the next level of thinking process into your mind. The first question answer is choose the sequence of the subject as per Azam sir advice. He said that choose the difficult subjects first. My take on that is evening keep for revision of the easy subject. Pallavi's point is to do the revision in the MCQ based revision at night. Wonderful. There's a combination over there. And PYQs or PYQ topics are only composing 30% or less than that of the paper. Please be clear about that, beta. Because that era is ending. We have to expand our knowledge base. Please open up. Doing tubular thing is not working. It's better we are discussing it in August mid, not in November mid. It's a time to improve actually the game. Let's improve the game. Please help us realize this dream of all of us at DocTutorials. We want this result percentage to go very high. We have this dream, a shared dream between you, us, and your parents, your families. May you all pass the exam. When you write the exam December 2024, you should be suitably, aptly prepared for the examination. Thank you very much, Sandeep sir.
Thank you so much, sir. To summarize, Rajiv sir, Khalil sir, Azam sir, Palvi ma'am, and myself, along with the other doctoral faculty, we have a common shared dream. Passing percentage should be 50% or more in FMG exam. We ideally would want it 100%, but we are practical, pragmatic people also. So it can't be, expecting it to be 20 to 50, beyond 50 is not reasonable, but 50% at least. So ask yourself, am I going to contribute? Am I going to crack the exam or not? If you feel you're giving GTs and you're okay with 170 plus, 180 plus, please continue with whatever source you are following. If you feel you need an offline resource, Arise Medical Academy is the best preparation that you have, best resource that you have. If you feel online and if you can't attend the offline resource, DocTutorials, we have Qbank, the only faculty created Qbank in the country. We have GTs, we have Power Pack, we have everything that you need. And apart from that, suppose you decide that you don't want to need, you're already following a source, or you don't have the resources for following that resource, but you need our resource. You need our help. Rajiv sir, Khalil sir, Azam sir, Palvi ma'am, uh, Rahul Rajiv sir, Raja Mahindran sir, Vandana ma'am, and all the other esteemed faculty, we are all available to us. We'll not say ki only buy DocTutorials and then only you can, be privy to our information. We are there to help you out because we feel that every FMG student who cracks the exam is going to contribute to our Indian medical education. So come be a part of the system. It is all up to you. Thank you so much for your time. And please, please, please do not take shortcuts. शॉर्टकट मैंने जिंदगी में जब भी लिया है भाई नहीं हुआ है काम. लेट मी टेल यू वेरी ऑनेस्टली, मैंने जिंदगी के 2 साल बर्बाद किए हैं. ठीक है, आई एम डूइंग एक्सीलेंट इन लाइफ राइट नाउ, बट वो 2 साल मेरी जिंदगी में अभी भी खटकते हैं. तो इसलिए जो आपका सीनियर कहता है ना कि भाई ये शॉर्टकट कर ले या रैपिड रिवीजन कर ले इससे एग्जाम हो जाएगा, भाई नहीं होगा. आई एम टेलिंग यू वेरी ऑनेस्टली. सो प्लीज नहीं होगा. 9 out of 10 times नहीं होगा. There is still time. December exam, there are 3 to 4 months to go. Give your heart and soul and you will crack it. And if you need any preparation, Khalil sir, Azam sir, Rajiv sir, Pallavi ma'am, and all of us at DocTutorials are there to help you out. Drop us a message. Unless you are living under a rock, we are there to help you out. Please feel free to ask us if you have any doubts or need any help in your preparation. So thank you so much for this preparation. And
Sandeep sir, I must congratulate you to moderate session such a good way. You streamed the whole conversation. It's a longer, session, but some sessions are supposed to be longer. Whosoever is listening to us right now, just hear it one time at 1.5x, one more time to get the gist out of it. Write it down to yourself. What are your take-home points actually? The effort of we all sitting together is to have an informal discussion with all of you, so that lot of you can be benefited by one or the other point out of that. So please do share this link of this video with your friends, with your colleagues, your juniors as well, so that let us make the life of foreign medical graduates better in this country. That's I think everybody's shared dream over here.
Absolutely, sir. जितने ज्यादा FMG क्रैक करेंगे उतना ज्यादा हमारा देश का मेडिकल एजुकेशन बेटर होगा. So let's also spread the message, and God bless everyone. We are there and we'll connect again in the next couple of months. Thank you so much. Thank you to the entire DocTutorials team. Thank you, Khalil sir, Azam sir, Rajiv ma'am, Rajiv sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Good night.
Thank you very
Good
much,
night.
sir. Thanks a lot. Good night.
Good night.